When we're first learning to take pictures of people, all we seem to hear is make sure that they're framed properly and make sure that there's the right amount of space above their head. But what if you want to take weird photos? The kind of photos that make people ask questions? Well, that's where one of my favorite photography techniques comes in. And I call it disembodied subjects. I don't even know if that's the right word for it, to be honest. It sounds more like a trust fund hardcore band than a photography technique, but trust me, it's really good. This is something that I kind of identified as I was trying to figure out how I wanted to shoot. So I guess it's kind of part of my sort of dreamy, memory-like vibe that I'm going for. So what is this shit and how do you do it? Well, generally, disembodied subjects is like a small part of your subject. So like a hand or a leg or something like that. And I think personally that it can be so effective because it's kind of unsettling, it's kind of weird, and I reckon it can make your viewers ask questions, which personally, I think that's what it's all about. As long as the question isn't, why is this photo so shit? If you look at this photo, then you know it's probably a goat or a half man, half goat. There's no way you could possibly know. But it could have just been a boring photo of the goat, the whole goat, and then that would have just been a photo of a goat. But because it's just the goat's hooves on the fence, it's a bit more effective, and the lack of the goat's face kind of makes it a bit more intriguing, and you're much less likely to see a photo like that than one that is a full goat. Or with this photo by William Eggleston. It's much more effective photo without the subject in it. And I'll tell you for why. Humans are psychologically wired for curiosity. So if you imagine, I was telling a story and it went like, a person was murdered by a doctor in a hospital. There's kind of not that much room for curiosity there because we've kind of told you what happened. Whereas if I was to say there was a murder in a hospital and no one knows who did it, then naturally our human brain with all the curiosity in it wants to know what happened, why, who did it, how could this possibly happen in a place like a hospital? This way of shooting is kind of the latter. Is it the latter? I don't know. I'm not that smart. It's not telling the full story. It's leaving something to the viewer's imagination. And it also then leaves the viewer's inbuilt curiosity to finish the story. So how do we do that effectively? Well, I mean, it's not something that you need to do all the time, every single time you shoot, but it is something that can be really effective when you use it. See, like with this photo, this is actually my hand, and I saw the fish bobbing up and down and creating the ripples. So I thought, right, I'm going to take this photo. It doesn't make much sense. There's a part of it that's actually my part of it, and then there's a part of it that's just totally random. But to the viewer who doesn't understand the context, it's kind of open to interpretation. Is someone throwing something in the water? Whose hand is that? Why are the ripples there? Maybe people can guess why the ripples are there, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should use your own body for photos all the time or something like that, but these opportunities arise, and often they're kind of easier photos to take sometimes, especially if you're a street photographer who doesn't like to be really in your face. Then using this kind of technique can be a nice way to build that confidence as well. And I think this is a good thing to sort of draw on when you're in a location and you're not quite sure what to shoot. I have this sometimes where like it's too busy and it feels a bit messy, or I don't know, certain places and I don't know what to do. So this is the kind of thing that you can think, oh yeah, I'll try that technique out again. And this is a really great example. I was at Golden Gate Bridge, but I didn't really know how to shoot it without it being the same old kind of postcard shot. So I came in real close and I kind of used Katie and her bag to frame the San Francisco skyline. But you can also use other stuff as well. It doesn't have to just be people. You could use their shadows. So it's almost like the insinuation of a subject. We know that there is a subject somewhere, but technically the subject's not actually in the frame. And once again, this works perfectly because of curiosity. Who's the person? Where are they? What are they doing? We don't know because they're just a shadow. So next time you're out shooting, think of framing a little bit differently. Maybe try the disembodied subjects technique, I suppose. I'm sure this is already a thing, by the way. It's just, for me, this is what I've been calling it. It's surely something already. And if you want to learn even more ways to take bangers on the regular, then go ahead, click the link in the description and download my free guide to taking dreamy photos. This is like loads of things that I've learned over the years, put together really easily, understood, free download. What could be better? And as always, take care. Go to your local park and do some roly-polies. Write to your local MP and tell them that you and every single person you know is too poor. And go out and hang out with your mates. And as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.